Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about energy level diagram for molecular orbital. So first of all, you should know that what is molecular orbital. So molecular orbital are formed when two atomic orbitals are combining. Okay. So if two atomic orbitals are combined, they are forming a molecular orbital. And this combination of atomic orbital can be happen in two ways. For example, if the atomic orbital, like this is the atomic orbital, okay, and another atomic orbital which are having the same orientation, they are on the same axis and they are combining in this way, they are overlapping each other end to end. So this overlapping is forming sigma molecular orbital. Okay, so this is the first type of the molecular orbital. They can form sigma molecular orbital when they are combining end to end on the axis, and the another type when a molecular orbitals are not combining on the same axis, but they are combining, they are overlapping sidewise. Okay, so here you can see that these two orbitals are combining sidewise, and here it is forming pi molecular orbital. So generally two type of overlapping can take place when two atomic orbitals are combining, and like this they are forming the molecular orbital. Okay, so this is very simple concept of the molecular orbital, how molecular orbital can form. Two atomic orbitals are combining and forming a molecular orbital, and the combination of the overlapping of these two atomic orbital can take place in these two ways: on end-to-end overlapping on axis, and another overlapping is sidewise overlapping, which is not on a axis but they are like this. Okay, and they are forming the molecular orbitals. Okay, so let's see, we are going to discuss about the energy level diagram of some molecules. Okay, so we have two different diagrams in which we will discuss or we will see that how the molecules can be paramagnetic or diamagnetic. Okay, so we have to see that how they are combining, how the atomic orbitals are combining, and how they are forming the molecular orbitals. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, we will draw energy level diagram for the molecule which are made from the same element, or we can say that homonuclear molecules, and we are having two atoms and they are of the same element, and they are combining and forming a molecular orbital. So how they are combining? So first of all, let me draw here an arrow, okay, which represent the energy level of the atomic orbital as well as the molecular orbital. Okay, so as we are knowing that atomic orbitals are combining to form a molecular orbitals, so first of all we have to draw atomic orbital. Okay, for example, I am drawing a molecular orbital diagram of homonuclear atom. So here suppose we are having atomic orbital, let me write here, it is atomic orbital. Here I will write another atomic orbital. Okay, and we are going to discuss about the molecular orbital of diatomic molecule. Okay, molecular orbital. Okay, molecular orbital which will form here, I will represent here. So first of all, atomic orbital, which are the atomic orbital we are having? For example, s orbital, p orbital, d orbital, f orbital. Okay, so s orbital, what is the order of that atomic orbitals? So first of all, you know that the lowest energy of atomic orbital is of 1s. Okay, so this is the 1s orbital. Okay, and exactly at the same level we are having the 1s orbital of another atom, because we are discussing about the two atoms atomic orbital are combining and forming a molecular orbital. Okay, so this is of 1s, then after 2s, So I can show it like here 2s. Okay, at the same level we have to draw another atoms 2s, and then after p we are having 3p orbitals, as we are knowing that they are from 2p, 2px, 2py and 2pz. Just like that, here we have to draw 2px, 2py and 2pz. Now these are the order of the atomic orbital. First 1s, then 2s, then 2p. 1s is having less energy, 2s having slightly more energy, and 2p is having more energy than 1s and 2s. Okay, now when these two atomic orbitals are combining, they are forming a molecular orbital. So what will be the energy order of the molecular orbital? So as we know that the molecular orbitals are forming when two atomic orbitals are combining, and the number of atomic orbitals combining, the same number of molecular orbital will form. Okay, and out of which half will be of the bonding molecular orbital and half will be of anti-bonding molecular orbital, which we are calling it bonding molecular orbital BMO, and anti-bonding ABMO. So let's see that for example, if 1s, these two atomic orbitals are combining, so they will form, first of all they will form two molecular orbital. First of all, let me show you that they are forming a two molecular orbitals, out of which one will be the anti-bonding molecular orbital and another will be the bonding molecular orbital. And always remember that bonding molecular orbitals are having slightly less energy because they are more stable. Okay, so this will be of bonding molecular orbital and this will be of anti-bonding molecular orbital, but they are forming a sigma bond, the overlapping like this. Okay, end to end overlapping we can say that, but here are the s orbitals. So on axis I can represent you like this. Okay, this is the s overlapping, okay, on the axis, and they are forming sigma bond. So here this one is a sigma 1s and this one is the sigma star 1s, sigma star 1s. Star we are representing for the anti-bonding molecular orbital, anti-bonding molecular orbitals. Okay, now just like that 2s, when these 2s are combining and they are forming another two molecular orbitals. Okay, I can show you like this. Okay, and see here, this one will be the bonding molecular orbital. It is sigma 2s and this one is a sigma star 2s. Okay, now in 2p, 2px, 2py, 2pz are there, and here we have to see the order of the molecular orbital which are forming, and that is a very important. So now we are drawing the order of the molecular orbital except from the oxygen O2, F2, Ne2. We are not discussing about these molecules. Except this molecule, another molecules which are diatomic, their order of the molecular orbital will be in this way, in which first of all let me tell you that 2px, 2px, 2py, 2py, 2pz, 2pz, they are combining and forming total 3, okay, so total 3 and 3, total 6 orbitals will be formed, and out of which 3 will be bonding and another 3 will be anti-bonding. Okay, so for the molecules, for the simple molecules, exceptional case of oxygen, F2 and Ne2, I am not talking about these molecules O2, F2 and Ne2. I am not talking about this molecule. Another molecules are having the order in which the energy of the molecular orbital of 2px and 2py, 2px and 2py are having the same energy and they are having the less energy. So I can represent like this. They are having same energy and they are having less energy than 2pz. So here you have to remember that first of all 2px and 2py, 2px and 2py, they are forming the pi molecular orbital. So I will write here pi 2px and pi 2py. Okay, and they are bonding molecular orbital. Then 2pz, they are forming the sigma molecular orbital. So here I will write sigma 2pz. And here the level, energy level, you can see that pi 2px and pi 2py is having less energy than sigma 2pz. Okay, so it will be like this. Okay. Now, another three molecular orbitals will be the anti-bonding, and here the energy level means the order of the energy will be the same way like 2px, 2py are having the less energy, they are having the same energy, but they are having the less energy than 2pz. So, first of all, I will draw here the pi star 2px and pi star 2py. So these are the pi star 2px and pi star 2py because of anti-bonding, and the sigma star 2pz. Okay, so this is the order of molecular orbital in case of we are having molecule like nitrogen, you can say, okay, but not for the oxygen, O2, fluorine, F2, Ne2. Okay, this energy level diagram or this order of the energy of the molecular orbital is only for the another molecule except O2, F2 and Ne2. For O2, F2 and Ne2 we have another diagram, means we have another energy level. Okay, so I will represent it here. Okay, so here we are going to draw the molecular orbital for the molecules like O2, F2, Ne2. Okay, so first of all 1s, it will be the same. Okay, here 1s, here 1s. Okay, and you will get two molecular orbitals. Okay, and out of which this one is the sigma 1s, this one is the sigma star 1s, then after this is 2s, it is also same. Okay, this is 2s, let me write here 2s, and it is forming the same as we are having here. Okay, so 2s are forming sigma 2s, sigma star 2s. Now the main difference is here. Okay, so here we are having 2px, 2py, 2pz, and here another atoms 2px, 2py, 2pz. Okay, once again these are the atomic orbitals. When they are combining, they are forming molecular orbital. The molecular orbital for the special atoms, special molecules like O2, F2, Ne2, and change in order of the molecular orbital energy is here. So here you can see that 2px and 2py is having less energy than 2pz, sigma 2pz. Okay, but here in this case of O2, F2, Ne2, the sigma 2pz, sigma 2pz is having the less energy than pi 2px and pi 2py. Okay, so you can see the difference between them. Okay, you can see the difference between them. And now the another for the anti-bonding, the order will be the same. Okay, here it will be pi star 2px and pi star 2py and sigma star 2pz. Okay, so this is the order for the molecules like oxygen, fluorine. Okay, and now we have to fill the orbitals. Okay, so these are two diagrams of the homonuclear molecular orbitals. So these are the molecular orbitals. Now we can feel out that how the atoms are forming molecules. For example, suppose we are going to discuss about here in this diagram, we will feel the atomic orbitals, and then after we will feel the molecular orbitals of nitrogen molecule. Let's say this is for the nitrogen molecular orbital of N2, for example. So here we have to take the atomic orbitals of nitrogen, Now you know that what is the atomic number of nitrogen? Nitrogen is having atomic number N is equal to nitrogen is having atomic number 7. Okay, so total 7 electrons we have to fill. 1, 2, we have to follow the Aufbau, Hund and Pauli's rule. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like this, 7 plus 7, we are having total 14 electrons. And when we are filling the molecular orbitals, the same rules we have to follow. Okay, Aufbau, Hund and Pauli's rule we have to follow. So total 14 electrons we have, and now we'll fill it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Remember that first of all you have to fill the molecular orbital which is having less energy. Here the arrow is there, you can see that the 1s, sigma 1s is having less, then sigma star 1s, then sigma 2s. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. First of all we have to fill one electron in both, and then after we have to make pair. Okay, so total 2 to 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. So these are the molecular orbitals of nitrogen molecule. And if we write the order of the molecular orbital, so I can write like this for the nitrogen, and that is sigma 1s. Sigma 1s is having less energy, then after sigma star 1s, then sigma 2s, then sigma star 2s, then after 2px and 2py are having the same energy, so I can write pi 2px is equal to pi 2py, then after sigma 2pz, then after sigma star, okay, sorry, then after pi star 2px is equal to pi star 2py, and then after sigma star 2pz. This is the molecular orbital order, energy order of the any molecular orbital except O2, F2 and Ne2. And if we feel nitrogen, then you can write the number of electrons like 1s. Okay, sigma 1s is having 2 electron, here 2, here 2. Okay, 2s, sigma star 2s is having 2 electron, then pi 2px is having 2, then y is having also 2, then sigma 2pz is having 2 electrons. So this will be the molecular electronic configuration of nitrogen molecule. And from this you can say that whether the nitrogen molecule is paramagnetic or diamagnetic. Now what is paramagnetic or diamagnetic? Paramagnetic means where nitrogen is attracted towards the magnetic field, and diamagnetic means it is repelling towards the magnetic field. So if you are having any single unpaired electron, then the molecule will be paramagnetic. It will be attracted towards the magnetic field. But here you can see that 2, all the molecular orbitals are filled with the 2 electrons, means no any unpaired electrons are there. Okay, no unpaired electrons. Okay, so the nitrogen molecule is diamagnetic in nature. I can write here the diamagnetic. It is diamagnetic in nature. Okay, nitrogen molecule is a diamagnetic in nature, and you can also calculate the bond order. Okay, let me calculate the bond order of N2 molecules, and the formula of bond order is NB, one half NB minus Na. Okay, NB is the number of electrons present in bonding molecular orbitals, and Na number of electrons present in anti-bonding molecular orbital. So here sigma 1s, sigma 2s, these are the bonding molecular orbital without star. So 2 to 4 to 6 to 8 and to 10, one half into 10 bonding molecular orbitals electron, and anti-bonding Na number of anti-bonding electrons 1 2 star 1 2 4. Okay, then here not filled, so 10 minus 4, and here 1 half into 6, so the bond order will be 3. And as we know that nitrogen is having triple bond. Okay, so here the bond order you can calculate. Just like that, for oxygen, suppose we are taking the atomic orbital of oxygen, here atomic orbital of oxygen, and the molecular orbital for O2, if I am writing here, then here I have to fill the molecular atomic orbitals of oxygen. 1 2, how many electrons are there? 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, then 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. Total 8 and 8, total 16 electrons we have. So here we have to fill lower energy level to higher energy, and so 1 2, total 16 electrons we have to fill. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Don't forget the Aufbau, Hund and Pauli's rule. Okay, total 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11, then 12 13, then 14, and here 15 and 16. Okay, so here you can see that total number of electrons 16s we have filled till pi star to px and pi star to py. 1 electrons are present. If I write the order of the molecular orbital for the molecules like O2, M2, Ne2, the order will be the change from here. Okay, you can see that the order are different here, and I can write order first of all sigma 1s, then sigma star 1s, then sigma 2s, then sigma star 2s, then sigma star 2s, then after sigma 2pz, then after pi 2px is having the same energy of pi 2py, and then after pi star 2px is also having the same energy of pi star 2py, and then after lastly sigma star 2pz. And when we fill for the oxygen molecule, you can write as number of electrons we have filled, that 6 star sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2, then sigma 2pz, 2 pi 2px and pi 2py both are having 2 electrons, and here pi star 2px 1 and pi star 2py 1 till here. This is the molecular orbital level of the different orbitals for the O2, F2, Ne2, and electronic configuration we can say for the oxygen molecule. Now here you can see that unpaired electrons are there. Okay, and that is why here 2 unpaired electrons are there, and that is why we can say that it is O2 molecule is paramagnetic in nature. It is paramagnetic. It will attract it towards the magnetic field if you apply it. Okay, so due to the unpaired electrons present, and just like nitrogen, you can also calculate the bond order of O2. It will be again the formula 1/2 and B minus and A. So 1/2 number of bonding pair of electrons 1 2 without star means 1s sigma 2s what 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 total 10 are there minus anti-bonding molecular orbital ABMO. These are the ABMO and these are the BMO. Having the stars are ABMO. Okay, so 2 to 4, this is also ABMO, anti-bonding molecular orbital. Then 2 to 4 and 2 6, 10 minus 6, so 1 by 2 into 4, and here the bond order will be 2, and as we are knowing that oxygen is forming double bond, so the bond order is 2. So I hope you understood that how you can draw the molecular orbitals of any molecule which are homonuclear diatomic molecule, but you have to remember the order. Okay, and here this is the order for the molecules except O2, F2, Ne2, because O2, F2, Ne2 will follow this order, and where the difference is only here. Here you can see that that is making a good smiley. Okay, and here, okay, here first of all sigma to be z, here pi to be x and pi to be y, and then after here pi to be x, pi to be y, high energy, here they are having low energy. Okay, so I hope you clear that how you can represent the energy level diagram of different molecules. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you like the video. Thank you. Bye.